Hey guys, it's your man Chef from Off the Dome. Sadly, giving you some bad news, but this is a breaking news story. It's been out for about a day. We have the UPS driver Ordonez. Sorry if I messed his name up, but he was killed. They say Friday afternoon. I believe it's Friday afternoon. The news broke Saturday morning, which is yesterday. And four were killed in the shooting. I think two of them were the robbers. One was a a bystander, and a 7-year-old bystander, and then there's the driver. Backstory, man. Before we get into the controversy, I worked at Amazon over the summer. I know what it's like. I drove the little box cart truck, not as big as UPS one, but the little vans is kind of almost as big as the box cart, but yet not. And some days I did drive the box cart. I drove like the U-Haul vans that were the size of UPS vans. We drove around. Sometimes we drove around at night, and they so-called put the person I worked for. We put us in the good areas. I went to the good malls. I went to the county. I went with low crime areas. Well, he drove in the county. He was coming to ship somebody else's brother says, and it was an ordinary day and work for him. And his thing got taken over. They took his vehicle and trapped him inside. Now, one, I don't know what happened. Did they just run up on him, push him into the back, and hold a gun to his face, say, we'll shoot you if you try to leave? Or did they try to tell him to open the car up? Did he leave the car running? Because a lot of us leave the car running. A lot of people in the company tell us to shut the car off, but this is the problem with working with UPS, Amazon, FedEx. They rush you. They want you to get as many stops done as possible. So although they want you to cut the van off, lock it, go deliver the package, a lot of times it takes more time to unlock the van, then open the van back up, take the package out, or get back in the van, then just leave it running, especially in a good neighborhood, leave it running right there and just leave the window open, and then you go run in, put the package down there, run back in the vehicle. It's dangerous, but yeah, it gets you a faster work time, you get back in a faster time so the company don't yell at you. So I know what it's like working for a delivery package service. It's very stressful at times. The pay is good, but it's very stressful. As you see with this situation, he didn't get to make it home that day. So RIP to him, because that could have been me for sure. I've been to plenty of malls and shopping centers all summer, the ones I thought that were safe. And if somebody was on the spree that wanted to rob a jewelry store, which there were jewelry stores and outlet, there were hair salons, there were barbershops, there were Walmarts, Kroger's, there was convenience stores, there were 7-Elevens. There's plenty of opportunities they could have robbed it and took my car and ran away with it. And I could have been the person in the back and slapped around with a pistol. Now, the criticism of the police officers, although police do mess up a lot, and this has been happening for years and years, and I thank God for cameras and body cams, because without all of this stuff, a lot of police officers won't get the criticism that they deserve, and a lot of them won't be exonerated like they should have been. As you see with some videos, they get exonerated, some videos they get criticized, some of them actually go to jail with these videos. One, I do agree with the police chief, whatever he stated. He said that many police officers are not trained, well, they're trained for this, but they don't experience a high level situation like this. Very few, they say less than 25% police experience high speed chase on the highway after active shooting situations. And they said since the suspect shot at them, they had no choice. They had to end the threat somehow. I agree. You do have to end the threat somehow. When you're in a high speed chase, and it's hard for police to, believe it or not, it's kind of hard for police and ambulance and fire trucks to maneuver different paths to meet up to stop the car and block it ahead when you're in rush hour traffic. One, you have only one or two routes to get that way. Because a lot of times you think there's alternate routes. A lot of times they don't have those routes. And three, when there's a person shooting at you and shooting while you're in the public and already running and ransacking through neighborhoods and whatnot, there's not much you can do other than just kill them. It's the good guy with the gun versus the bad guy with the gun type of situation. I know people don't like to hear that, but that's what it is. The family's very emotional at the time. They're upset that their son has died. And there is something that police could have done better, maybe. But then again, you're not in their shoes and you don't know what they could possibly do. So this situation, I think they should examine what happened. They should see what shell cases came from them, what didn't, see what they did wrong. And I think they should get, some type of manslaughter charges, and the city should pay the family. However, this is one of the cases where they should get, the 5 or 6 years in prison plus probation and get out, because they were actually trying to stop somebody that did something wrong. They stopped somebody that was shooting at them. These are the police officers that should technically get off with the murders. It sounds harsh to say, but these are the police officers that actually were trying to stop somebody that were a legit threat. Not the Arthur Sterlings, not the person, yeah, not the people that killed, the guy, what's his name? Botham John. Not Botham John, not the Rodney King police officer. None of those people. Those are a rough situation. Those situations where the officer needs to be held accountable. And see, when you have so many officers getting off with other cases, it makes it harder for cases like this with the person that actually was innocently shot and killed and wasn't meant to be killed. It's hard for those police officers to have sympathy and say, well, they didn't have the experiences, they didn't get the chance to practice this for real, because who's prepared for the situation when it goes live? You're not. It's a rush. So let me know what you think in the comment section. First, I would say RP to the guys who died. They didn't deserve it. It's messed up that you're just trying to work and provide for your family and you get killed for doing that. And one last thing, UPS, they're a piece of crap, man. They're up here doing a GoFundMe. And the brother had to do a GoFundMe for his brother that died. But UPS couldn't just pay for the funeral? The city didn't offer to pay for the funeral? Now, a lot of times they say the city does offer to pay for the funeral when something like this happened, was nationalized or whatnot. But if it's true that the South Florida police didn't offer to pay for the funeral, or UPS didn't bother to pay for the funeral, it shows that they really don't care about the employees as much as they claim they do on these commercials, and on these ads, and on these company meetings. Like they claim to Amazon, we care about you guys. We give you guys water and snacks on the hottest days of the year. But I often notice when people get in car accidents and it wasn't their fault to get fired, when people rob your van, which has happened to several Amazons in the area that I worked in, when they rob your van or when they take your packages, they still fire you, still blame you. It's time people realize that all we are just robots, these companies. And maybe we shouldn't put our life online and stress ourselves so much over the job being completed. Because when you die, and currently I work at 7-Eleven, and there's been shootings at multiple blocks away from me, when you get shot behind a register, when you get pistol whipped, 7-Eleven doesn't care how long it takes for you to recover. They'll fire you anyway, or they'll say, sorry that happened to you, but, oh well, you're dead now. We got somebody else coming in. And that's the way the world works. But you can at least put some money up, especially when you're a billion-dollar corporation like UPS. Anyway, it's your man, Chef from Off the Dome. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more videos. RP to my man, Frank. Sorry that happened to you. RP to the 7-year-old man. And I hope they get some clear evidence on what happened yesterday. It's Chef from Off the Dome. Peace out.